Hey guys, Happy New Year. This is going to be my first upload of 2023. I did wrap up Vlogmas. I will leave the playlist here in case you didn't get to check it out. I just did a week of uploads, but each one was a collaboration. That was super fun. But now we are jumping into the new year, and I thought I would kick off 2023 by sharing my project pan with you. If you're new, hello and welcome. My name is Kelly, and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup, so if you like to chat about makeup too, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of the K-Bella fam. Why don't we go ahead and jump into the video. So I did ask on my community tab, like what type of videos you guys want to see this year, and a lot of people said that you were getting tired of like the new all the time. I saw a lot of like tutorials or sharing what you already have, videos that are full of nothing new, and while I'm not a review channel, I definitely don't purchase all of the new. I do throw reviews in here and there. I do try to make sure that my makeup collection is very curated. It's small enough where I'm rotating my makeup items and giving all of them love. And one way to do that is a project pan. I didn't really do a full-fledged project pan last year because I feel like sometimes I'm not very realistic. Like I choose a ton of items, or I pick items that aren't really panable in my opinion. And I try to pan them, and then I find myself getting frustrated throughout the year. So this year, I only have 8 items, and not all of them are items that I want to use up completely. Some I want to use up completely, some I just want to hit pan on, some I just want to get to a certain spot with the makeup items. And I thought that this would be one way for me to just kind of use some of the older makeup in my collection. So, in no particular order, I will just start with how I apply them on the face. This is actually an item that is brand new to me, and it is the Auric Glow Lust. Now, I did have the Auric Glow Lust in Selenite, and I bought that when it first launched, but that I ended up gifting to a friend because it was a little bit deeper for my skin tone. I found that I could wear it like as a primer, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't really brightening my skin. So I gave that to a friend, and I picked up Morganite, and this is the new version of Morganite. This one is a little bit lighter, and the way that I'm planning on using it is just putting it on the high points of my cheeks, but underneath my foundation. If I do have a foundation that's like a little bit more full coverage, then I will mix this in with my foundation, but I plan on just kind of putting this on the high points of my face. Now, obviously, if you've seen this in person, this is brand new. I'm not going to use all of it. I'm not going to even get halfway through with this product. But what I would like to do is I would like to get to the bottom of the A. I feel like that would be doable if I use it every day, if I'm mixing it in, if this is part of my daily routine. I feel like I may be able to get to the bottom of the A, and then I feel like this might be more worth it for me, this purchase, because I mean, it's gonna last forever, but I do wanna get some use out of it. This is the first item that I would apply on my face, but then I would follow it up with a foundation. And the whole thing that sparked this project pan was that I was talking to my best friend Specs, and she mentioned that she finished up a foundation. And I know not too long ago she finished up another foundation. And I'm sitting here thinking, she's finishing up all of these foundations, and I haven't finished a foundation in years, like probably since before I had my daughter, and I don't like that. I want to finish my makeup. So I have decided to pull out my Pat McGrath foundation. This is a pricey foundation. I'm pretty sure it's the oldest one that I have in my collection. You can see here, I did use it today. I've used all of this makeup today, so it has been shaken up, but you'll be able to see in the clip that I insert, I am right about here. If I use this as my main foundation, the foundation that I'm wearing day to day, you know, I want to let myself use other makeup. So I want to be able to like wear different makeup on the weekends or date night or events. But if I use this on as like a day-to-day foundation, then I feel like there's a chance that I could use this up before the end of the year. This gives me more of a light coverage. I would not mix these two together just because this is a lighter coverage, but putting this on first on the high points of my face and then going in with my Pat McGrath, those are 2 items that I feel like I can use every single day and hopefully get some good progress on. So my plan this year is I would really love to finish up that foundation. Reaching into one of the oldest products in my collection, it is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I would like to hit pan on the Sculpt shade. Now I do have a nice dip in it. I don't have any pan yet. Like no remnants of pan. It looks like it's pretty deep, but I can see the ridges in this product. I don't really use the highlight shade, but I love the Sculpt shade. And I kind of like to use it as a contour. I take like a dense rougher brush and I put it like in the hollows of my cheeks, and then I'll go in with a warmer bronzer on top. So I can use this in combination with other bronzers. And this is something that I, again, could see myself using every single day. So I just want to hit pan on this. I'm not planning on like trying to use it up completely, but I would like to see some silver by the end of the year. I used to only really have one concealer in my collection at a time, and I would use that concealer up and then I would purchase another concealer. But I have a couple in my collection right now, so I do want to reach into my Kosas. It is the oldest concealer that I have. It is also the most used. You can see I'm about halfway through with this, so I feel like using this every day, focusing on this concealer, I can get this one out of my collection and then focus on some of the other concealers that I have. I don't think I would repurchase this. I have the shade 03W. It's just not like my perfect shade. It is a little bit more yellow than I would like, but it still is comfortable to wear. I have it on today. It will do what I need it to do without being like cakey or dry looking, so hopefully I can get rid of this bad boy by the end of the year. This powder I've had for a while. It is the Hourglass Translucent Veil Setting Powder. I do not have a lot left in here, but I've gotten some other powders in my collection, and this has kind of been on the back burner. I really do like this powder. It's nice and thin. I don't powder my whole face. I have dry skin, so I just powder underneath my eyes and my forehead lines, and then sometimes like my smile lines here. So a little bit goes a long way with powder for me, but I don't have much left here, so I really would like to use it up. This was actually a gift from Smags, so was the Charlotte Tilbury. So I plan to use this powder solely, use it up, then dip into another one. I don't anticipate this taking the entire year, but I feel like if I focus on it, I mean, really, there's not a ton left. I might have to have my husband help me take like the sifter out to get into like the bottom of it, because I'm like shaking it upside down and not much is coming out, but I do want to use up this powder. I'm not going to have any eyeshadows in this collection. I just realized I don't have an inner corner highlight. Let's change that. I'm just going to go into ColourPop Flexitarian. This has nothing to do whatsoever with my Project Pan. I just love an inner corner highlight, and I realized I don't have one. So we're going to change that real quickly. Okay, much better. But I'm not going to throw any eyeshadows in here. Eyeshadows are super hard to pan. Eyeshadow palettes are super hard to pan. And I don't want to stress myself out with this Project Pan. Sometimes Project Pans make me not love my makeup as much. But I do have this Vive eye wand. It says there's a 12-month shelf life. It's definitely older than 12 months at this point. This is in the shade Vanilla, but I do want to use this up. I use this as an eye primer. I'll go in and put it all over the lid, blend it out with my finger, and it is a nice eye primer. But like I said, it is older in my collection. As long as it doesn't irritate my eyes, I'll use it for as long as I can. I don't know that it'll make it the full 12 months because like I said, I think it's already a year and a half, and it does say on here that this is only good for 12 months, but I haven't really used it in a while, so I want to break it out and get some more use out of it. And then moving into what I have on the lips, I do feel like this is doable, but will probably take the whole year. I do want to use up my Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, the Lip Cheat in the shade Iconic Nude. I love this lip liner. I will 100% repurchase it once I use it up. I did use my full-size Pillow Talk. That took me some time, but this is typically the lip liner that I reach for. Super creamy. It's like a really great shade, a very like neutral brown shade that I can use with a lot of lipsticks. So definitely going to be using this on the day today. And I think I'm going to take that to work along with the lipstick. I went back and forth on putting a lipstick in here because truth be told, I can't even tell you the last time that I used up a lipstick. I know that's horrible, but I cannot tell you the last time that I used up a lipstick, and I love lipsticks. I have a ton in my collection and I want to use one up. So also going to work with me will be my Dominique Cosmetics Pretty Natural Lipstick. It is the lipstick that I have right now. I have used the D, the O, and now we're down to the M. I want to use as much of this as I can. Again, this is older in my collection, but it still glides on very nice and creamy. I'm not having any irritation on the lips. It doesn't smell bad. So as long as it's still good, I'm going to use it for as long as I can. And I feel like if I take these to work and just leave them there, hopefully I'll be able to make some really good progress. I'm not 100% confident that I can actually complete a whole lipstick, but I'm definitely gonna try. But that's it. There you have it. Those are my Project Pan items for 2023. Those are the items I want to focus on. I still want to constantly like rotate my collection. I'm tossing around the idea of doing a shopped my stash, not a shop my stash. The difference being, in my eyes, a shop my stash is the beginning of the month. I'm choosing items that I want to use for that month. I want to do a shopped my stash and do it either at the end of the month or the beginning of the next month and let you know what I used for that month. The reason being is when I've done Project Pans and shop my stash before, like concurrently at the same time, I don't love using those products and it becomes like just not enjoyable for me. And I want my makeup to be enjoyable. I want to play with it. So my Project Pan items, those I can use day to day. It's not an overwhelming amount. I feel like I'll be able to get some use on them. But if I do a shop my stash, I'm afraid that forcing myself to use makeup items, I will fall out of love with them. So I'm thinking about doing shopped my stash and just telling you what I use throughout the month. So if you think that's a good idea, let me know down below. If you have any makeup items that you are trying to pan this year, I would love to know. But I hope you had a great holiday. I hope you were nice and safe and had a great new year. I am filming this on New Year's Eve. I don't remember if I said that. I probably won't even stay up until midnight. Life with 2 young children, a 3-year-old and an almost 5-month-old, I definitely don't foresee myself making it to midnight. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be at home, but I hope that whatever you do, you have a wonderful time. I am excited to ring in the new year with my family, but that is going to do it for this video. Definitely make sure you are subscribed before you go. That way I can see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.